Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brigitte Asselin. I'm from Montreal. I'm a stylist, colorist, and educator for HotHeads. Today, I would like to show you how to work with the Sew-In extension, the weft, from HotHeads. HotHeads provide you the best quality of education and the best quality of hair. The only thing you have to add to, it's your creativity and your style. To start with, I would like to talk to you about the HotHead Company. HotHead Company was founded by a guy named Richard Schoonover. He succeeded very well in the hair replacement, then he decided to go in the extension business. He started with the tape first in 2005. Our hair comes from India, the best quality of 100% Remy hair, and we also be partner with Art of India, a very good foundation for charity for unprivileged kids and unprivileged women to provide education and food. We also be partner with Project Zero, to replant trees to erase our carbon footprint. Let me talk to you about the product. We have in the HotHeads extension more than 50 colors. Here's the swatch, and in the weft we have more than 21 colors available, so you can mix and create more different style. You can also use as a volume or a length or color placement. On the swatch you can notice on different tag, if I show you the tag, you can see which available in which color. So for the weft, it's written weft. For the band, it's written band, and you just follow. And you have also the Caraflex, and I'll talk to you later on. This is our newest fusion. We just launched a few weeks ago. We have also the color melt. The color melt is like you can see on my mannequin. It's a melt of different color on the same strand. We have also the root. The root, it's the dark root and lighter tips. We have also the natural. And for different fusion we have also those fancy color that exist almost in the tape extension. Those extension, 100% natural hair, can support flat iron up to 450, and for the synthetic it's up to 250. On every package you can see our partnership with Art of India and Project Zero. For today I'm going to talk to you about the weft. So in the weft we have two kinds of weft. We have the anti, as you can notice is very thin. This is the anti-weft. And we have also the machine weft. Comes in 33 inches, and those anti-weft comes in 11 inches. In the pack, you're gonna have two of this one, and for the anti and for the weft, you have one 33 inches wide. Those are synthetic, those are practice weft. Then when you do the education, we practice together with that kind of weft. To create a sew-in weft, you need the thread. Our thread is 100% nylon, so it dries fast. Like the weft, it's nylon too, so compared to different other brands, this one dries very faster, so this way it's more comfortable for your guests to wear those kind of extension. We have also the silicone beads in different color from the light to the dark. And this is the beads with silicone lining, 5 millimeter. Why we have silicone lining? It's to preserve the hair for breakage. So over here, all the tool you need to proceed, you'll have the rat tail brush. This brush follow you in every technique we have in HotHeads. This is the tool you need for every fusion you're gonna do with HotHeads. It's also a good size for measurement, and the tail, it's very pointy, and you can measure also with the rat tail over here. We have also the looper. The looper is the tool that you can put your beads in, and I suggest you to have two, so if you have a big work to do, you'll be ready to fill out two like that with approximately 10 beads. For today, I took the light one to show you the contrast when I'm gonna do my demonstration. We have also this tips to do separation. It's very pointy, it's very easy. You can use it in which finger you like. Me, I like it in the small one, but it's up to you, but it's in your kit. The scissors you need, because as I show you, you can custom the extension. For the end tie, you can custom just in between those two knots. And for the machine width, you can cut it wherever you want without breakage. I'll show you the way to customize extension later on. We have also those single prong clips to hold the extension when you work. We provide you also those Velcro that keeps the part very clean. It's very, very tight. It's very convenient for a hairdresser to work with. We have also the needles. We provide you those curves needles just to sew. And also you have those crimper to flatten the beads when you do your platform. Well, I'm going to talk later on about the shampoo and the conditioner for the home care maintenance. So let me talk to you about the consultation. Before doing extension with your guest, you have to go through her lifestyle. If she wants it longer, she looks for volume, she looks for color placement, depends on her desire. You just find out on the consultation form. You can fill this form, keep it in record for you in the salon, so you can fill it and keeps all those information regards to the scalp analysis, the hair density, the hair type, lifestyle, desired look, color match, is that you have to check from the root to the middle, and over here you have enough space to write on what you order for extension. You have many places to fill it for different appointment, and the price and the next appointment, and you keep it as a record in your file. Before doing extension, you have to also find how many products you will need. Following the guide in the book over here, if you go for end tied, it says for fine hair, 2 wefts per pack. You maybe need 1 weft per row. You might need 1 or 2 or 3 pack, depends of the work you want to do. For the machine weft, it's 2 wefts by row, and you might need 1. Maybe 2 if you have a very, very high density of hair. Let's talk about the product now. We have our wet line product. Before doing extension, you will use the deep clean shampoo. It's the one for professional. It's a bigger size, then I don't have it for now, sorry. You use the deeper clean shampoo at the sink twice, cleaning hair, no conditioner. Then you blow dry. You can flat iron if you want, and after you install the weft. This is the size for home care, so the shampoo and the conditioner with good ingredient just to give moisturizing to extension, because as you know, this is a second hair. It's not part of the scalp, so the extension needs a lot of moisturizing. I highly recommend this deep conditioning treatment, especially during summertime. If you go to swim, do exercise, you can do leave-in conditioner, like some of this deep conditioner in the water and spray. Or you can do a deep conditioner on the midland and the tips for 5 to 10 minutes once a week. Okay. Let's talk about the application of weft. I really prefer to do not cut the extension. So that's why we have in the hand tie the 14 inches and the 18 inches, and in the machine weft we have 18 and 22. If you pick up the right length and the right color, you don't have to cut it, so this is much better. And as you can notice, it falls very naturally. Natural layer. I didn't cut it. You see my mannequin? On this one I used the natural. Those are not the practice one. On this mannequin, I show you I have already a first row done to save time. Show you over here. As you can see over here, this is my first row with 2 weft. And you can see under, because of the contrast, I did it for purpose. You can see the beads, so it's easier for you when you practice to follow your track with the platform. The platform, it is a chain link platform. That means that every single part of the platform is attached together. And I'm going to show you today my second row. On my second row, I'm going to put 1 single weft because I put 2 at the bottom. Over here on the top, I'm going to put 1. I did the half of this with my platform. Then I'm going to show you how to do my second part of the platform to save time. I also have already prepared my thread. It's right here, but I show you how to do threads, to prepare your threads. So let's start and do that. Just a bit of water. So when you do extension, being a professional, you have to be prepared with everything around you. So your finger, your looper. So I'm going to put just more beads to show you how to do it, but I'm pretty sure I have enough because this is my second row and it's smaller on top of the head. You just feel the beads like that. Those beads are, you can use it once. It's up to you, but me, I want to keep my tools around me, so my finger and my looper in my little finger here. I need my crimper. Those crimper, you're gonna use it just to flat on the beads or to open it later on when I show you how to remove extension. So as I said, I did my right inside, so I'm gonna do my left inside. So you start with the U shape, like the one that I have over here. You have to start 2 fingers from the hairline. And that's why it's very important to discuss with your guest what is her lifestyle. If she makes a ponytail very low, you have to cover the weft. If she likes the ponytail up, you have also to cover the weft. So it's very important to start at the right place. Over here, my first row, it's 2 fingers, and my second row on top is going to be just a bit forward to the back because I need more room over here. Then I didn't show you, but now I'm going to show you. Then I had also those micro tapes just to fill in the front, to show you you can do different hybrid installation. So over here you have 3 micro tapes just to fill the front, because a lot of guests, they have very thin front. You can also use more if you want to do contrast. It's like you can play with the color, or you can do lighter if you want. Depends what you want, because if you notice over here, it's thinner, and now it looks fuller. Okay, so I measure just a bit more back because I would like to put my second row brick lay, not the same level. So I'm going to be like that and like that for my second row. You take half of inch in front of your measurement and half of inch at the back. You take the looper, you just go, I'm gonna go this way, it's easier. The beads has to sit on the part. So the beads has to sit over here. Do not over direct it this way. The beads has to sit on your part. You just fill the beads. You can twist. I don't want to be in front of the camera, but I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. You pull the beads flat to the scalp, a 1/4 of inch from the scalp. You clamp like that, and you squeeze and you leave it like that, okay? This is my first section for my anchor beads. Half of inch section again. I'm gonna take half, 30% of half, depends of the thickness of the hair of the previous section. Put your looper in, clean your job. Just twist. Then be sure then you're on the scalp, not over directed, flat to the scalp, and squeeze. As you can see, as I told you before, this is the chained link platform. Second part, half of inch. Take part of the previous section. Always ask your guest if it's comfortable, because if it's not comfortable, you better fix it now. And to be comfortable, for sure, you don't do the color the same day as the installation to prevent irritation, because the day of the color, your scalp is a bit sensitive. And at HotHeads, we are very proud to give you the best education, but we want you to follow also the rules, because if you break the rules, you're gonna be disappointed. Because we are sure about the quality we have, we ask you to follow that rules. Another point, another very important point, it's to work in front of your work. So don't go to the front, don't go to the back, because you're gonna over-direct your hair. So take from the previous part, put your looper on. Stay in front of your section. Pull out the beads. Installing weft, if you did a good consultation, it could take an hour and a half, 2 hours, depends of how many package you're gonna install. So you pull your beads. You can hold it soft, close to the scalp, and pinch. When you reach the middle, gonna take same size of part, always the same size. When you pull your looper and you feel it tough, it's because you took too much hair. If you try to pull and you cannot pull it through, it's because you took too much hair. My tools are on my opposite, sorry. See, you have to sit on your part. So you take it, take the bead, go close to the scalp. The thickness of your crimper is almost 1/4 of an inch from the scalp. So if you follow this, you'll be able to move a bit your platform. So when you reach the middle, now you can take one part of this one part of this one, and put a bead in the middle to join it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have 6 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might put another one here to be even. For sure, the mannequin, the end platation, is not the same as a human. But if you succeed on a mannequin, you must be good on your regular customer. So you bring your looper to the scalp, pull your beads close to the scalp, going through. If you want to follow some education with our educator, you can contact your local distributor. They have a schedule that you can maybe look at it for the next season. The extension becomes very trendy now because also we offer different fusion. So take half of the section on the right hand side. You see, I did prepare my thread before, so I squeeze my thread in the beads. So you see how resistant is the thread? I pull the thread from the beads and it's not broken because I prepare my work in advance. So usually I don't have my threads with me at this point. Now here's the junction. You just pull the beads up to lock and you press it flat. So usually you do your right side, your left side, then you measure your width. Mine is already done because I prepare in advance. But when you're done with your platform, you just measure the size of your weft. Then after, you can or put a pin on it, or you can also, if you do that, different way to do it, can do that. You can also measure if it's safer sometimes. Those are my little tips if you want to do it. Take that tape, measure from the dot to the other dot. Usually in mannequin it's 11. Yesterday I did one was 13. Everybody are different. So you can try again, or you measure on this, or you try again to measure. And it's very important. I would like to show you how to customize your extension. So you like that, it's over here. This is a very important point. You open through the return, this little part here. As you can see, we also call it mustache, but mustache, it's funny name, but we called it the return. You go through the weft very tight, then you cut. And there's no shedding. This is another point of our quality. If you need to cut the end tight, the only place you can cut it, it's between those two knots. Because this part over here was sealed, and there's no shed if you cut it in the middle. I show you also. The end tie have also a return. For sure it's fine, because this weft is finer. The end tie is most of the time used for fine hair. So you go through, you go to the bottom of your blade, then you cut it. And as you can see, there's no shed. That saves you a lot of time and a lot of problem too. So now for sewing. On my mannequin, I use the same color as the weft. Sometimes in the education course, I use the contrast thread to show you how to sew. I know we are not in the generation of sewing, but you can learn. So the best way to do it, I have one already done, but I show you how to do it now. You're gonna take 3 full arms of thread. 3. The reason is we don't want you to cut the thread in the middle of your creation. You cut your thread. Put the thread in the needle. Make it double. I have those little habit, put it my needles on my mannequin or the bands on my customer. I don't like my needle down on the floor. So you're gonna make a knot to start. Then after, you're gonna make 4 or 6 knots. I used to teach 4, but like every human being, if I say 4, you're gonna make 2. So if I say 6, you might make 4. So 4 is the best, but if you do 6, it's no problem with that. So you just knot, and you can hear it's very tight, and you make on top of that 6 knots. 1, okay, 2, 3, 4. Better make more than less. Can cut the excess. Be sure then it's tight before starting sewing. See? So that's the way you do your needle. This one I'm gonna put away because I have already one with me. There's 2 stitches in this practice. You have the lock stitches and the hide stitches. The lock stitches is the one you're gonna do to start to lock your weft when you start your row. And you start on your right hand side. You're gonna do like going forward and coming back with the lock stitches and hide stitches. I show you at the end now. Now, because I'm in the middle of my work, then I did already the half. The more you practice, the better you're gonna be. Just put that away. So when you start, you just wrap your weft on top of the platform, and usually you should come to right in front of the first anchor beads. You should have just more weft in front to lock it. Over here I have one row, so one weft on this row, one weft on this row, so it's going to be flatter right over the bone. Go this way. You just pass over the first anchor beads, so I have one weft over my second platform, and you see when I come over here, you can lock this part to be flat over the occipital bone. Those single prone pin are very comfortable. So you just hide. I was in the middle when I finish. Okay, just hide the beads. When you take the right color for the beads, you cannot see it. But for now, for the presentation, I would like to show you how to place your beads. All those tools you can reorder from your distributor. So, let's start sewing. So you go through, you're gonna make 2 stitches in between each beads. So you see I have a beads here. If the camera come closer, we can see we have a beads here, we have a beads here. I made 3 stitches, hidden stitches in between. I'm gonna go over the beads, going through the weft, clean your work, going through the loop. You have to go, you see the loop? I have to be in the middle of the loop. Pulling, keep tension, clean up your work, and going up to the sky, put tension, or going up to the ceiling, depends. Keep tension, so this way you feel your weft very secure. So you go again, go in the middle of the loop. Those are the hidden stitches. Hold the 2 and pull. Can move your pin. I have room to do another one here. Always ask your guest if it's comfortable. So you're going through the weft, you're going around the platform, moving again. See? And because you get those practice extension in your kit, you can practice on a mannequin when you have time. This is the oldest technique of extension from the African people. They used to start on the braid, but we are more innovative. So we are doing this platform. It's easier, it's less bumpy. You cannot feel it as the braids you used to have. You can use 2 until 4 weft per row. Depends of the thickness of the hair. You can do 1 weft machine, 1 hand tie. You can make 2 machine, 2 hand tie. You can do just hand tie, depends of the style you desire. So you clean your work. If there's some hair in it, you just clean it. So it's quite fast when you get used to it. It can take you 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. Those extensions are reusable. You wear it until 12 weeks. If you take care of it, you can have it for a long time. You can add some color if you want. You can change the style for your customer. So if we come closer with the camera, you can see the stitches are quite even, and this is the work. It has to be very even, and you have a thread also on top, so it's locked. As you can see also, I'm almost done and I have half of my thread. I really suggest you to do not cut it in the middle. If you have a problem with the extension slipping, maybe it's because the platform it's not well done or your stitches is not well done. So you can just redo it by starting again, a new platform and a new sewing. This is the most important part. You just pull the extension. You just go through. I was too close to the camera. Sorry. You can adjust your thread also if you see the tension. So as you reach the anchor point, you will go in front of the bead, secure. The second one, you will do a lock stitch. Lock stitch is close to the hidden stitch, but instead of going in the middle of the loop, you're going in the middle of the thread. This make a knot. We'll make a second lock notch. You go through. I show you more with on my skin. You go through in the middle of the thread, going up. Then the most important point with this, it's going back to the first bead, then lock again. So 2 lock stitches, 3 hidden stitches, 2 lock stitches, and done. Okay? Hidden stitches is in the middle of the loop. Keep track with your tension. Going up. And now I'm going to make 1 lock, 2 lock on top, and 4 knot by hand. In the middle of the thread, going up like that, and this is locked. Middle of the thread. You better do more than less. Then here, this is a little tips too, to start doing the end knot. You can do a knot like that, the flat one. When we do classes, education at HotHeads, you get your mannequin to practice when you come. And we are very pleased to follow you, help you to succeed with your extension. So, and cut the excess. And you're done. Now we'll show you the result. Taking it down, put it down. When you do the extension to your customer, it's also very important to explain to your clients the way to take care of the extension. The first thing is brushing her hair 3 times a day like her teeth. It's easy, it's funny, but it's like that. We have those special brush. We have the purse size and the regular size that you should include in your price. And as you can see, it falls very natural. Then for my creation, I put 2 tapes at the bottom. So this is me, because I showed you last week how to do tapes. I put 2 tapes at the bottom at the nape. So this way, it gives her a length. Then she can also make a ponytail. She can braid, and you won't see. And also she get this pointy look that sometimes they would like to have. When you do your consultation, if your guest wants the pointy very accentuated at the back, you can do your U shape longer, or you can do, if she wants more volume, you can do your U shape regular, or just halfway U shape. You can also make one extension width on here. You can do two over here. And if you have a leftover, sometimes you have a little leftover like that, you can do a little part at the bottom here instead of putting tapes. Depends of your intent. Now, I will show you how to remove. It's fast. To remove, you have to remove the weft. First, I'm going to remove the one that I put on top. I'm not going to remove everything because I need it for another class. But the method is the same for every row. When your customer comes and asks to have her extension weft lift, we like to call it lift because it's lift the extension, it's replace the extension at the same place. You ask her to come with a clean hair, so this way you don't have to wash the extension. If she wants to replace the extension the same day, you'll be ready to put it back. And the mustache or the return that you can see on the extension, it's the proof that our extension, the cuticle is the same in the same way the full length, because the return is you have hair, here's the return, and they sew over here. So if you don't see the return, sometimes it's because the cuticle it's not always in the same direction, and that can cause tangling. Okay. So you start like when you did the U shape to start with. We like to put the Velcro on the mannequin, but on the guest sometimes it's a bit tight, but just go with your feeling. The only thing it's the part has to be clean. Because I'm doing extensions since more than 15 years now, I have my little tips that I can share with you. A lot of hairdressers using the scissors to cut the thread and remove the extension. You can also use this. It's a seam on seam for the ladies who's doing sewing. So I like to do that, but I can show you also with the scissors. I start with the scissors to show you. It's good too. Depends of your taste. So be careful to do not cut the extension. Just cut the thread. You see, you just the hidden stitch. It's easy just to pull like that, especially after a few months. You just pull the thread, and you got it. Go in front, pull the thread, got it. Those are the lock stitch, so you see, it's tough. It was well sewn. See? Then you remove the extension and the thread, and you see there's no breakage. Be careful to do not break the extension. Show you with this tool to see the difference. Just go same thing to the thread, see, and you pull. Usually after a few months, it's looser than that. The good thing with the weft also, if you want to compare all the fusion we have with HotHeads, the weft is low maintenance. And I'm explaining myself. Low maintenance doesn't mean she doesn't have to take care of it, because you don't have to think about the tape, you don't have to think about the bound, you don't have to think about oil, you don't have to think about pulling, whatever it is. It's very, very tough. As you can see, it's perfect now. And to remove the platform, you start where you finish, you will take this opening here, you go through, you see, you squeeze and you pull. That's it. And they are not reusable. Don't do it, because if you do it, you're gonna regret it. See, it's that easy to remove. Then when you reinstall, you do the same thing. You start again, the placement. You can take a picture of your guest, so this way you remember where you put your extension. So if you compare the tapes, you can wear it 6 to 8 weeks. The weft until 12 weeks, and the new Caraflex up to 3 to 5 months. Okay. So you do that for the first, you remove the second one, then when your guest wants to put it back, you just start again the same process, then removing the platform, removing the second platform, wash, blow dry, no conditioner to the roots. You can put some conditioner at the tips, because those weft are not with the water seal bond. So, and that's it. Easy like that. So, if you installed extension in your salon, you can also, so it's very profitable. Extension is very profitable. You can also count for sure the price of the hair, the price of the weft, how many package you have, but you have also to count your work. And your work goes by your hourly fees. So if you, as an example, it's an example, if your hourly fees is $100, you multiply by 2.5 per hour. So if it takes 2 hours, it's gonna cost $500 to install weft, plus the weft itself. We have also warranty. So if you color or you touch the extension with any chemical product, you avoid the warranty. And in our collection, we have also those band hairpiece, the band that you can install with the thread for an evening, a wedding, in different color. And we supplied you all the tools you need, the booklet, and everything you need to succeed with the extension. Thank you.